1, 2, 3. Not it. Whoa. Well then. A duck opinion. Zombies. What's up guys, Duck Opinion here, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do the Easter egg on Origins. So the first three things you need to do before you even start this, you need to get a good team together. I will try to do this solo and maybe post a video if it's possible, but I did it with 4 players. So you need to get a good team together, and you all need to have pretty much all the staffs upgraded. Now upgrade the ice one. I'll have a tutorial for that soon. I'll have a tutorial for the other ones later on, but my other buddies upgraded the other ones. So we have all the staffs in here upgraded. You'll also need your power fist. I have a video about how to get that as well. So one of the first things you want to do is we need to put all the staffs inside the robots. So the ice goes into the robot by the church. You got to go into his foot, which I'm going to show you right here as we barely make it in there. Check this out. Barely made it in there. And the wind staff goes in the middle robot, and the thunder goes in the right side by spawn. And so you just have to take the staffs and put them in this little holder. And when all the players do that, the staffs will appear in the site, so you'll be able to go back and get them. So then the next step is we're going to need the new grenades. Now we're getting pretty far. I think if you get this far in, you're going to be 2 hours in, because it takes you a while to really get the power fist, to build up all the staffs, and then to upgrade them. And you also need all the buildables, such as the Maxim drone and the shield. So we're going to go in this last one here, just showing you guys pretty much the location. This is where you put the thunder staff. That's right by spawn. I'm going to get my buddy Sub to come in here and do it. I'm like, where'd he go? And there we have it. So that was the last one we need to put in. Took us a good minute to wait for the robots, but let's jump out of here and let's move on to the next step. Now the next step in this Easter egg is you need to get these little stones. Now you get these at the recharging station where the tank is. It's kind of where the generator 3 is. You get these little stones on the table inside that little bunker, and you have to bring them back here and put them in the water, and then you have to get punch kills. And when you get punch kills, the souls go into these stones and it cleans them. So I only had to do about 20 or so. I kind of jump cut. So you'll notice when you punch the zombies that the little green souls will go into the stone, just like that. And so when it stops doing that, you'll know that you have cleaned the stone. And so it's a little bit more complicated, because you do have to take the stones back to the tank charging area. And there's a catch to it, which I'm going to show you guys. You have to actually take it back, but you can't touch the mud. And this may sound difficult, but I did it first try. It's honestly not that difficult. But as you see now, I'm punching them, and their souls aren't quite going in there. So we come back later after holding around and getting a zombie, and I can officially pick this up. Now they're a little buggy. They need to put like a little patch in there to where they still kind of show. Like, they're a little bit buggy, so be aware of that. But we're going to make our way back without touching any mud. Now a lot of people made a big deal like, oh my god, you know, touching mud's so rough, but it's really not that hard. You seriously, like, the mud isn't in that many places. You seriously just follow the tracks like I'm doing, make it all the way down, and you pretty much won't touch any mud. But the mud is annoying, but I will tell you, it's not near as annoying as the fire in Transit and in all the other maps. The fire is super annoying, so mud isn't that bad. So make your way down here. Just take the route I'm taking. It's not too difficult, and we'll speed it up a little bit. Now, when you get down here, you can place the stone on the table. This table I'm going to show you is where you're going to get the stone from to begin with. I know I didn't show footage of that at the beginning, so you're going to see it now. And once you get the stone back, you pretty much just have to punch some more zombies and get their souls in this stone over here. And that will unlock the new grenade. So let's do this. So we had a little bit of problem with them trying to take over the station, but a few blasts actually finished them all off. These staffs are really powerful when they're upgraded, and I do recommend you guys upgrading them even if you're not doing the Easter egg. And we will have videos on how to do that in the link in the description, how to upgrade all the staffs. So once we actually get enough souls, the new grenade will just appear. Now I don't have much footage of this grenade actually working besides the Easter egg. Maybe I'll have to get some footage of that eventually, but couple more fists later, it was a good strategy to actually freeze them, because you have to do this a lot in this Easter egg. You have to stand your ground a lot and kill zombies for souls. So we finally got the grenade, and it's time to move on to the next step. Now the next step here requires at least 2 people. I think you might be able to do it solo, but you need one of your friends to go into the robot. There'll be a button inside the robot. You need to press the button, and simultaneously you need to throw the bomb in this little frozen ice lake over here by this plane. And so when he hits the button, you just gotta throw it into the ice lake, and all these rockets will be launched into the area, and Samantha will talk. So she says no mortal can enter, like humans can't go in there, so we're going to need to send the Maxis drone. So go out and get the Maxis drone and send him out. But when you do this, be prepared, because you're going to get 4 of those mechs coming. And not the huge one, but the Daft Punk mechs, those robot ones that are the bosses. So when you send him out here, be prepared, because these guys are going to come, and they're going to come really, really hard. So have your staffs ready. And of course have them upgraded, because you're going to need them upgraded anyway for this Easter egg. I don't even think you can get this far without upgrading them. So here comes the mech. They seem to always land here in the middle. So we're just going to try them. I have one on my side, so I'm going to take them down here. And my buddies took them out pretty great. I mean, I'm using the ice staff, but they had like the electric and the fire. Those work extremely well for these guys. So just keep on blasting them, you know. I mean, on solo this might be extra hard if you have 4 of them chasing you. But with 4 of your friends, we got this. We got this. So by this point, I'm just taking this one out to get away from those guys. They took care of the other ones. I do a couple more freeze blasts, and they're done. So now we have lost the join, but we have continued into our next step. Our next step is going to require some zombie blood. So if you guys started off this round and you guys didn't get a times 2, and you got a zombie blood instead, that's going to be really convenient. You're going to want to go get that for this next step. So this next step, here we're going to get our zombie blood. We need to shoot down a plane that will be yellow, but you can only see it in zombie mode. And so this is the Red Baron part of the Easter egg, because this is like the real life stuff. Like the year this map, the year that's based on this map was the actual year the Red Baron got shot down. And so you're kind of like reenacting that. So we're going to shoot down the plane, but we're going to need 1 more blood bag. So if you don't have a blood bag at the start, you can get it this way that I'm about to show you guys, and then just go another round and do the same exact thing and get another blood bag. What you need to do is, you see these 3 barrels that are on fire? There's one over here by the church. You want to freeze them with the blizzard. So that's one there, and then over here at the excavation site entrance, there's another one, right where you come up from the bunkers. And then at the end of the road down here by Stamina Up, there's another one. Now if you do this, you can do this once a round. If you do this, it'll give you a free blood bag. So I think this is kind of just there for the Easter egg, so you guys can get a free blood bag and you guys can do this part easier. Because we didn't even have to go around, because we had a blood bag at the start, and then we had a blood bag here. You need 2 blood bags for this particular egg. One to shoot down the plane, and one to find the pilot. Now you'll be able to hear the pilot run around, but you won't be able to see him without the blood bag. He runs clockwise around the site, so if you go counterclockwise with your friends, they can still shoot him. You might be able to still shoot him even without a blood bag and get him. I'm not sure yet. It's just more safer to see him and use the blood bag. But just have your staff charged, and when you see that one zombie, he'll look like a normal zombie, but he'll be a lot harder. When you see that one zombie come up, blast him. Now make sure to have your staffs and stuff, because he is a lot harder than a normal zombie, and other guns will be rough to kill him and to chase him, but he'll give you a join back. So we now have the Maxis join back. We have now killed the Red Baron pirate, and we are almost done with this Easter egg. So let's move on to the last step and complete it. Now the last steps, which this will take a while, but if you guys do it like we did it, it'll be pretty simple. You have to come down here in the chamber where you put together the staffs, and you have to punch them. And if you punch them about 30 times, as you see, you get this little white chip, and this little white chip upgrades your punch. And if you're holding a staff, when you get your punch upgraded, it'll give you an element with your punch. So now when I punch, it freezes them and it destroys them. Now all 4 players have to have their fist upgraded. So what we did is we got 2 players to go out and run circles and to keep zombies, and 2 players down here that would punch. And then when they got their fist upgraded, they would switch with the other players, and the other players would come down here and punch, and they would get theirs. Like right there, you see he got his. And that was the last one we needed to get upgraded. So now we move to the very last step before completing the Easter egg, and yeah, it's pretty simple. We have to go to the crazy place, and we have to put all the staffs up in these particular areas. Here I'm putting mine up. And we literally have to just hold out here and collect souls for the final time. And I basically let them just go out and run circles and let me handle it in here. Let me take care of the souls just because it just seems easier that way, so we aren't all crowded in here, because it is kind of a tight spot. I'd recommend doing it just in the center, because that way you have an area to actually run, because usually the walls will just block you and you'll get stuck. But after about a couple rounds and about 70 zombies, that happens. So you get the achievement, 75 gamer score, little lost score, but we're not done. Make sure to have the Maxis drone when you come in here. If you don't, you can go back and get it. It's no worry, but the Maxis drone is what's going to unlock the last part of this Easter egg. I mean, you're done. You can just go play if you want, but unleashing the drone does this. So he's like, I must go to my daughter, all that stuff. So he goes up there, he goes to his daughter and releases the portal. And we have done it. So I'm going to go up to this portal and hit X, and it'll end the game. So I don't know why my mind glitches there, but what Sam says is she's like, oh my god, I'm free from Agartha, all your dreams and wishes will come true or whatever, and then nothing happens. So she kind of lies. But that is the end of the Easter egg, and if you do it correctly and follow these steps, you'll be able to do it correctly, and you'll get this end cutscene. And we did do a video about this in cutscene already, but you guys take a look at it just in case you missed it.
Opened, the 4 heroes were rewarded with riches beyond imagination. From that day forward, they knew that Samantha would keep them safe. Forever.
You're getting everything wrong. I told you before their eyes should be blue.
It's my turn, Eddie. I can do whatever I want.
But you don't even know how to play properly. Girls don't know enough about zombies.
Put some toys away, children. Make sure the windows are locked before you come down to the basement.
We'd better do what your dad says. I didn't even get my turn.
Tomorrow, Eddie. You get to make the rules. I promise. Come on, Fluffy.
I wish the heroes in our stories were real, Sam.
I know what you mean. But we will make everything okay. My dad says he has a plan.
So that was the egg. If it helped, give a thumbs up. And I want to thank my buddies Mystic, aka Rad, my buddy Sub, which is Rob, and my buddy Killer, which is Jose. They helped me with the Easter egg. They're really beast mode, and we appreciate it. So like the video if this helped, and we'll be bringing more Origin Zombies soon. Talk to you guys later. Dust can fly. Peace.